Hello friends, welcome to our channel Knowledge Amplifier, and today in this particular video I am going to discuss how we can schedule our programs using AWS services. Okay, that is, for example, you have built a big data pipeline, okay, using PySpark, and that Spark submit you want to execute at 5 a.m. every day in every month in a year. Okay, that kind of scheduling, or maybe at 5 p.m. only for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday you want to execute for some particular months. That kind of scheduling, how you can automate using AWS services, that's what I am going to discuss. Okay, so for this particular POC project I am going to use services like AWS Lambda, AWS CloudWatch Event, and apart from that I require AWS EC2 Instance also for demonstration purpose. All of them I will be discussing from scratch. No need to worry about a single AWS service. Okay. So basically for this kind of scheduling task, one approach can be CloudWatch Event. So as you have already encountered this particular CloudWatch service in our previous videos also, that is nothing but mostly for checking the logs. We use this CloudWatch. So this CloudWatch only we can use to generate certain event, okay, which will trigger our AWS Lambda, and using that Lambda we can perform certain tasks. Okay, so event means there are majorly two parts. One is, suppose at a particular interval you want to run your code, maybe at each 5-minute interval you want to run your code, or at every 1 hour interval you want to run your code. Like that you can make this setup in CloudWatch. Or apart from that, event basically can be any state change in our AWS services, that also can be used as an event. Okay, like for example, an EC2 instance is keep on running. Now suppose it is terminating, so it is state change, right? That also can be used as a trigger. Like that is basically there are two kinds of event. One is basically state change of a particular AWS service, because that is near real time will be updated in CloudWatch, and that we can use for triggering our Lambda job, which will trigger some other jobs using Boto 3 or something else. Okay, and also we can schedule like at every 5-minute interval, or 10-minute, or 1 hour, or 2 hour, 5 hour, whatever. At that interval, if you want to run the code, that also you can schedule using CloudWatch event. Okay. So for example, suppose you are having a pipeline which is a scalable big data pipeline, and you want to run a particular job in EC2. So you don't want to keep on running your EC2. What you want, that at every day in the morning time at maybe 6 a.m. one EC2 will spin up, and there you want to do your computation. So that kind of scheduling you can do using this CloudWatch event. Okay, maybe other example of this kind of use case can be EMR. Okay, so as you know that for big data computation we use EMR, which is a very costly thing too. So maybe what you can do, you can use CloudWatch to monitor whether the EMR is in ideal state for a particular threshold time or not. Maybe for 10 minutes, if the EMR is not doing anything, no step is executed there, that is completely ideal state, you may spin down that EMR. Okay, that is one example. Like this, for event driven architecture design, this kind of CloudWatch events will be very useful. Okay, right? So what I am going to do in this particular video as a POC, I'll be using one API which I already discussed also in my previous video, that how to use request library to extract the data from API. I will be providing the link of my previous video also along with documentation links. You can explore more from there. So maybe what I will do, that weather related API I will call at every 3-minute interval. Okay, and I will send the temperature of a particular city in a particular mail address, okay, using AWS ACS. So that kind of scheduling I want to do. Idea is very simple. Again, I am repeating. So basically one CloudWatch event will be there, which will be called when the rule matches. Rule means I will specify that at every 3 minutes you call this Lambda like that. Okay, that is called rule. And the AWS Lambda will be triggered. What the Lambda will do, it will extract the data, temperature data from the API, and it will send mail using the AWS ACS service. Okay, simple email service, it will send a mail. That's it. So this is what I am going to discuss in this video. Okay, just kind of POC so that you can use this kind of CloudWatch events for your scheduling purpose. Okay, right. So basically, I am using openweathermap.org. From this, I am using API. Already I logged in, and we can get current weather related information. All you need to do that you need to go to my API keys and you need to create one API. Okay, and how to do the programming, all these things I already discussed. So I already created one API here. So in Google Colab, I have just tested the code, because before putting to Lambda, just test it in your local or Google Colab or any other platform, that whether the code is working or not. So basically, as you know, that for API call we need some URL lib or request related library. So I am installing that pip install request. Then I am importing the request. Suppose for Orlando city, I want to get the temperature. Okay, I am putting the API key. Whatever API key here I generated, that same API key I am putting here, and this is the URL. Okay, all we need to do, Q equal to city name and API ID equal to API Q we are passing, and units equal to metric we are passing, so that we can get the unit of the temperature as per our requirement. For documentation, all you need to do, you can go to this API, open weathermap.org, and then here API doc you can click and you can get the detailed documentation. Okay, here you can see that units. Okay, here units of measurement, standard, metric and imperial. Okay, units are available. If you do not use units, it will by default will be standard. Okay, so we are using metric. Okay, right. So you can explore about this particular API in detail from this particular thing. Like you can just click on learn more and see if the temperature is in Celsius. Then like if we want to get the temperature in Celsius, then we can use units as metric. And temperature related information, we are more comfortable with Celsius related unit only, right? So I am using just metric as additional parameter. Okay, so all this I discussed earlier also. So maybe I can execute this cell, and this is our actual URL. And then we want to get that. So I am using get function from request library. I am passing the URL. No need to pass additional header or something. And you can get the data as request result.test. Okay, so this is kind of JSON. Okay, we can load in JSON, and if I just show you the data extracted, see here weather related information for the Orlando city you will be getting, and here this is the temperature. Okay, so basically if you consider this as a dictionary, so main is one key, inside the temperature is another key. So basically data extracted is the dictionary. So if you want to get the temperature, all you need to do, data extracted of main and then of temperature. Okay, if you just execute that, you will be getting the value 31. So current temperature is 31 degrees Celsius at Orlando. Okay, that's what we are getting here from this dictionary also. Okay, now suppose we want to do the same, but what we want, that this particular code will return this particular temperature in our mail. Okay, at every 3-minute interval. 3 minutes I am just choosing randomly. If you want, you can put for 1 hour or 2 hours or maybe 10 hours like that, because at 3-minute interval obviously it is hard that the temperature will change. Maybe if you do this experiment for maybe 10 hours or 5 hours, then obviously you will see change in temperature. Okay, so how our Lambda function will look like? Our Lambda function will look like this. See, very simple. All we are doing, Boto3 is required. Why? Because we want to send the mail using SES or simple email service. So we will create a client for SES using Boto3. JSON we are importing because we are using JSON to get the proper structure from our extracted data from API, and import request, which is obviously required. And this is our Lambda handler. Okay, event comma context, how common parameter, and then this particular but city name, API key and URL, same whatever I used in my earlier video or this video just now what I showed, same thing I have used, and I am printing the URL. There is no other intention to put the print statement apart from debugging. If you want to debug, then you can use print statement so that you can check the logs in CloudWatch. Okay. Then I am calling get function and then getting the JSON, and then using main and temp. I am extracting the temperature of Orlando, and then I am creating a body with subject. So in subject I am mentioning temperature information of Orlando. Okay. And then I am creating a simple email service client using Boto3, and in body part I am writing this mail comes from AWS Lambda event scheduling, current temperature of Orlando is, and here I am using string formatting of Python. I am passing the temperature Orlando. Okay, and this unit obviously will be degree Celsius because here we are using unit as metric. Just now I have shown you in the documentation, it is clearly written. If you are using units as metric, that time it will be returning the Celsius temperature. And then here I am just putting the message and body part, and then client.sendMail we are using to send the mail. Source we are using source mail, and then destination mail to address we need to specify from where mail will go, and then we all need to do, we need to put the message, that is subject along with body, whatever we have created here. Okay, I'll be providing the code also in the description box or in the comment section, no need to worry about the code. And then finally I am printing the mail is sent successfully. Okay, right? Now the problem is you cannot basically directly put this code in Lambda and test it, because here we are using request library which is not available in Lambda. So that's why we will package it up and we will put in a zip file. We will upload the zip file in S3 location, and that we will use. Okay, so I have created a folder in my desktop, basically Lambda scheduling, and there I have saved the function whatever just now I have discussed with Lambda underscore function. Remember this, just give the exact name for your Lambda function, Lambda underscore function. Okay, right? And then here we will be keeping all our necessary dependent packages also. So what are the things we need to import? Basically we need to do pip install for request and pip install for Boto3. Okay, right? So this is our Lambda function or backend code which is ready. Let me go to our steps. So what is the step 1? Creating an IAM role. Basically this IAM we will be using for our AWS Lambda. Okay, so what are the things required? One is CloudWatch, obviously, because CloudWatch event trigger will happen. In CloudWatch we want to write the log, so CloudWatch is required. Point number 2, ACS, because we are creating Boto3 client. Okay, and then we are trying to send mail from Lambda, so ACS also required. And then if you want you can put S3, otherwise you can ignore, because here we are not using S3 that much. Okay, right. So I'll be going to my AWS Management Console, and then here I'll be going to IAM. Here IAM is visible, so let me go to IAM. Okay, and then here I am going to roles, and then here I am going to create roles. Lambda I am choosing because for Lambda we want to create the role. And then here CloudWatch. Okay, search it. CloudWatch full access let me give. Okay, then apart from that ACS is also required. Okay, Amazon ACS full access. Yep, with these two I think we are good. Key value no need to give anything. Okay, and role name is maybe we can give CloudWatch event demo. Okay, AWS Lambda function to call AWS services on your behalf. Okay, so CloudWatch and Amazon ACS. Right. So we can go to create role. So our step 1 is completed. CloudWatch event. Now next step is ACL mail verification. Whatever we have written in backend, that particular mail, send mail, source mail and destination mail, both we have to verify. Here I am putting same. If you are putting different mail, then you need to verify that. Okay, so this is the step number 2. I will do that. I will go to ACS. Okay, AWS ACS. then email address, verify new email address. I'll put this email address and then verify. Okay, pending verification. If I go to this mail, maybe I can refresh this and see here this mail came. I have to just click on this link, that's it, and it will show that congratulations, you have successfully verified mail address. I can close this window and I can go back to inbox. Now currently only the mail verification mail is there, and here it is showing pending verification. Maybe we can refresh this. Okay, and it is verified. Okay, super. So step 2 also completed. Now step 3 is Lambda code creation. Now Lambda code we have already created, but we need to package it up. So for that, I will launch one EC2 instance, and there I will install the dependent Python packages, and then that I will be using for zipping it up. Okay. So let me go to EC2 and let me launch one instance. Linux instance is sufficient. Just for installing purpose I am doing this. No need to use some hi-fi configuration EC2. Configure instance detail, alright, no issue. Add storage also, no issue. Add tags, no need to add any tags. So configure security group also fine. Now we'll go to review and launch. Here I will click on launch. Choose an existing key pair. No, I want a new key pair. Maybe CloudWatch demo testing. I can give the name. I can click on download EC2 key pair, and then here I can launch the instance. Okay. So your instance is now launching. You can click on this and see this is in pending state. Okay. Soon it will be running state. Till then we have to correct this PEM. So now we need to generate the PPK file. So I will go to putty-gen. Okay. And then here I can go to load. I have downloaded that. So here it is not showing. All I need to do from putty private key to all files I need to select, and CloudWatch demo testing it is showing. I will click on open. Successfully imported. Okay. Save the private key. Are you sure to save? Yes. So suppose let me save in the Lambda scheduling code only. Okay. Lambda testing scheduling. Okay, PPK file. Let us save that because that is required to open and launch EC2 instance and all. And now see, our EC2 instance is running. Super. So all we need to do, we need to go here, and here we will be getting the public IP address. Okay. So I will go to putty, and then here I will be copying this. Here I will be pasting this. I need to use that authentication. I'll browse that, which is stored in our desktop. I stored the PPK file in Lambda scheduling, Lambda test scheduling. I'll click on open. Okay. Yes. So what is the user ID? How to know that? Here what we can do, we can go to instance, and then this is the one which we launched just now, right? If you see that here key name, this is the one what we launched just now. Just click on this particular EC2 and then action. Okay, no need to click on action. Go to connect, and then here you will see these details. Okay, if you go to EC2 instance connect, here you will see the username as EC2 user. So I need to log in as EC2 user. Okay, EC2 user done. To avoid the termination for ideal state, I will change the setting to maybe 50. Alright, now whatever we require will execute. This is the code which we require. Okay, so Python 3 venv testing. Okay, so basically we are creating a virtual environment, because you know that importance of virtual environment, right? That is all the Python codes are dependent on different packages for their different versions. So always it is better that you create a separate virtual environment and then do installation there. Okay, so we can just launch this. Okay, and then here we need to use the same name to initiate that. Source testing bin activate. Okay, so it is done. The next step is we are creating a directory deployment zip, and then we are going there, cd deployment zip, and then here we are basically installing request library. And another thing which is required for our Lambda code, that is Boto 3. Boto 3 is also installing. Okay, and then I will give 755 access. If you want, you can give. If you want, you can ignore also, not an issue. Okay, so to check this state, you can use WinSCP also. Okay, so that I can show you the codes, because basically WinSCP can be easily used to transfer the files in between our normal Windows and our that EC2 instance. Okay, so this is the EC2. I'll put that here, hostname, username, as we have seen, EC2-user, and password. I will go to advanced, I will go to authentication, I will choose that PPK file in this PC, desktop, Lambda scheduling, here our that is stored. Okay, login, yes. So here it is there. Now if you go to deployment zip, you will see that whatever packages were required for us, okay, all these things are now available here. Okay, right? So what I will do, I will go to desktop and I will open Lambda scheduling, and then here all I will do, I will basically select whole thing, and then here I will paste it here. Basically I want that whatever dependencies was installed, that should come in the in our desktop environment, so that we can zip it up whole together. Okay, so it might take some time, we have to wait little bit. Okay, here I am skipping this particular copying part. I'll be again starting the video when the complete thing will be copied in this left hand side. Okay, so it is almost completed, soon it will be complete. So once it will complete, we can remove the PPK file, because we no more require the EC2 instance, and then we can zip the lambda function.py along with all the Python necessary dependencies. Okay, and then we can put in a particular S3 bucket. So let me create the S3 bucket. Till then I will go to AWS console. Okay, and then here I will go to S3, and here I will basically create a bucket, code file zip cd. Okay, so this is our next step. Let me show here. This is the step 4. Basically a lambda code creation. Here let me paste that code file zip schedule. So basically we are creating the lambda code. Till now we have not completed the lambda. Once the lambda will be created, we will go to step 4, that is CloudWatch event rule creation. Okay, so here let me go to create bucket. So almost completed, and here bucket got created. What is the bucket name we have specified? That is nothing but this one. Okay, the bucket name should be unique. As you know, you can just do search here, and here you can get your bucket, which is currently completely empty. We will zip it up. It is 99% completed, the downloading. If it takes more time for you, if the internet speed is not good, or due to some reason if it is taking huge time, what you can do, in the EC2 you can zip this complete file and then try to move the zip file alone in this left hand side, that is our normal Windows environment, and then you can unzip and use that. That also possible option is there. You can choose according to whatever you are comfortable with. Okay. So only this URL lib3 and this URL lib and this 6.py is remaining. 99% completed. Okay. If you check this particular location where actually earlier only our Lambda function and the ppk file was present, currently all the dependent libraries are coming. Okay. So the only problem why we need to zip it up, because request library is currently not present as a default version for our Lambda. So if you try to use import request, it will simply throw error. So that's why we are basically installing the packages. And I have chosen a Linux EC2 instance. Okay, because AWS Lambda, all these environments, AWS related environments are very much comfortable with the Linux environment. Now suppose you install one particular package in Windows that might have some other properties in the corresponding Linux environment. That's why I am basically downloading in Linux environment and I am taking those in Windows environment. Okay, and see all those got completed. So now we are good to zip it up. I no more require this Lambda testing schedule, so I am simply deleting that because I no more require the EC2 instance itself. I can close this out. I am good to close and select all these files and here create a zip file, send to compress zip. Okay, here it is zipping up. Okay, so my Lambda, like this I am giving the name. Make sure you are giving your Lambda function also the same name like this, Lambda underscore function, and inside that your Lambda handler should be there, where the Lambda trigger will try to find this particular port and will try to exit. Okay, so now we can upload this code. Okay, so I will go to add files and then here I will go to desktop and then here Lambda scheduling. I will just choose this particular Lambda and then here I can open. Okay, I can just select this, right, and then here I can click on upload. So basically it will take some time again based on your internet speed to upload in S3 bucket. Now once this is uploaded, I can take this particular zip file, that S3 location I can get from S3 URL, and that I can use for Lambda. Okay, so I can go to AWS console and then here I can go to Lambda, and in Lambda I can go to create function. Here function name I can give as maybe testing, okay, trigger. Okay, this is the function name, and then here Python code I want to give. The execution role I want to change, use an existing execution role. So we already created in the first step itself, we created the execution role with full permission of CloudWatch and simple email service. We'll search for that and then here we'll select that and then here we can go to create function. Okay, so here function is created. Now we will upload from, I can choose S3 location and I can paste the S3 path, whatever this one. Okay, I will select that and I will paste it here. And here our Lambda is created. Now all we need to do, we need to add a trigger from CloudWatch event with 3-minute interval. All I will do, I will go to AWS and then here I will go to CloudWatch. Okay, and in CloudWatch I will be basically, if you see here event is present, I will go to rules and then I will go to create rule. And then here see event pattern. So as I have told you that a CloudWatch event can be two types. One is schedule, that is using porn job, how you schedule like that you can schedule, or event pattern. Like suppose if AWS EC2 instance is changing its state, then execute that CloudWatch event which will trigger the Lambda, like that also you can specify. Currently I am going to schedule fixed rate. Let me give every 3 minutes it should trigger the Lambda. If you want you can use the corn expression also. Okay, and then here trigger we need to use the Lambda function name which is basically testing trigger. Okay, we no need to give any input separately. We can just click here name, we can give maybe CloudWatch event demo. Description if you want you can give, I am ignoring, and then here I am creating the rule. Okay, the rule is created. If I go to Lambda, here triggering is not showing. Maybe I can just refresh this and you will be able to see that here one event bridge CloudWatch event is added. If I click on this, you will see the details. Okay, at every 3 minutes it will trigger. So what will happen at every 3 minutes, this event bridge will basically trigger our Lambda, and our Lambda will call that API, will take the temperature for Orlando, and it will send us the mail via ACS, whatever mail we verify. Okay, right? So for monitoring purpose, maybe you can go to CloudWatch logs and check whether it is triggered or not. If it is triggered, it should get success because all these steps we followed properly. And here one logs, it is showing at 11:36, currently 11:36 PM only. Let me go to that and see here. It is showing no error and it is showing the mail is sent successfully. So let us go to this mail. Currently it is not showing any mail. Maybe we can refresh this once. And here one new mail came. Okay. So temperature information of Orlando. This is the subject. Okay. See what it is showing. The mail comes from AWS Lambda event scheduling. Current temperature of Orlando is 31.56. So initially when we did in Google Colab, here we were getting 31. Currently at near real time, the API has changed the temperature and here it is giving 31.56. So currently it has triggered at 11:36. After 3 minutes, it should send one more file. So let us wait for that and we will see whether the Lambda is getting triggered automatically or not. Okay. So this is the power of our CloudWatch event scheduler. We can run a particular code, okay, based on a certain interval or based on a certain state of our AWS services. Okay. Maybe you can specify certain corn expression also, that is at this day of this month, in this particular time you should run that job. So for that, what you can do, you can explore this documentation, schedule expression using rate or corn. Okay. Here it will explain in detail how you can specify the corn value in that CloudWatch event. Okay, here we specify a particular rate, that is every 5 minutes, like that we configure for every 3 minutes. Similarly, you can configure for every rate 1 hour. That means that every hour it will trigger. If you rate for 7 days, that after every 7 days it will trigger like that. Okay. So basically our job was triggered at 11:36. So after 3 minutes near to 39, it should trigger again. Okay. Currently it is 11:38 PM. Let us wait for 1 more minute and the Lambda should be triggered automatically. Okay. So I hope you understood the Lambda code. Okay. Nothing new. All I did, I am extracting basically the temperature related information using the API call using request library, and then I am using ACS. Okay, simple email service. And all these things, EC2 part came because I need some dependent packages to be installed. So for that I am using request library, right? So that pip install request has to be done because it is not available in AWS Lambda. Okay, so that's why I have initiated one EC2 instance and I am basically installing all those packages there, and I am taking back in my Windows. I am zipping it up, uploading in S3 using that as Lambda function. That's it, nothing else. Okay, so currently it is 11:39 PM. Okay, maybe I can go to CloudWatch and maybe can I refresh? Okay, so it is containing only log for 36. Maybe let us wait for something more. Now soon at any time the CloudWatch can trigger the Lambda and one more mail will come here. See, one more mail came at 23:39. Maybe what I can do, if I click on this, I will get the mail 31.61 degrees Celsius. This is Celsius unit, right? I have already discussed. Earlier mail was also 30. See, temperature got changed, 31.56. Okay. Now the current mail is telling the temperature is 31.61. Near real time it is updating. Okay. And even you can check the logs in CloudWatch. If I go to CloudWatch, if I refresh this, okay, see, at 39 it got triggered. The mail sent successfully. At 39 also it is telling the mail. Similarly, after 3 minutes, again it will show the one more mail. Okay, like that it will work. Okay. So I will show you one more mail is coming automatically. So till then what I can do, maybe I can close the EC2 instance which I launched because that is no more required. Only I used for installing the dependent packages, right? Nothing else. So this is our EC2 T2 micro, and this is the if you see that we launched at 10:37 PM today. Okay, right? So maybe let me stop this instance. Okay, so here terminate instance, because that is no more required. So here it is shutting down. Okay, right? So at 39 it got triggered. After 3 minutes, like at near to 11:42 p.m. again it should trigger and send one more mail. Okay, so this is how the CloudWatch events are helping us. All we are doing, we are basically configuring, okay, that at what interval we should do that. That's it, nothing else. And now this pipeline is completely automated. Okay, that is whatever I discussed here. CloudWatch event is triggering Lambda. Lambda is calling API, getting the temperature, sending the mail via Amazon SES. We are creating the Amazon SES via Photo 3, right? So that is what is doing. So this kind of pipeline you can use for automation purpose in your big data ecosystem also. Like maybe at every day at 5 a.m. you want to launch one transient EMR cluster, you want to make a Spark submit, and when the step function will be completed, the EMR will be closed, and then you can do something else also. So this is the power of CloudWatch event. And like I told you that there are basically two ways. One is based on change of state for a particular AWS service, like EC2 Instance is spinned up or terminated, EMR is spinned up or terminated. Based on that, you can create CloudWatch event. Or like in my this video, I have demonstrated that at a certain interval using cron job or late function, we are basically scheduling that. That also we can do. Okay. So I hope the complete picture is clear to you. So maybe I can go to CloudWatch. Now it is already 11:42 p.m. So we see one more log set corresponding to 11:42 p.m. So if you see 11:42, the mail sent successfully. If I go to the mailbox, one more mail came, and you will see that current temperature is 31.56. Earlier the temperature what it was showing was 31.61. Like that little bit it is fluctuating in near real time. So this particular pipeline based API I am using from openweathermap.org. How to use this already I discussed in my previous video. For detailed explanation you can check that video, which I will be providing in the description box. With this, all this detail also I will be providing in the description box, so that it will be helpful for you to understand and follow the same step to regenerate this POC. If you find this video helpful, then please like, share and comment. Subscribe our channel if you have not subscribed till now, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the notification of our latest videos. Thank you.